I'm an introvert and a salesperson. Shocking, I know. People say that if you're an introvert, you can't be good at sales, but I'm here to tell you that is completely wrong. And I get it. Talking to people on sales calls is probably not your favorite pastime. The pressure is just too high. But after 15 years selling everything from car parts to $25 million investments, I can tell you there is a way to do it without stress and without pretending to be something that you're not. So in this video, I'll prove why introverts are actually better at sales than extroverts, and show you my simple method to leverage introversion in sales to close even more deals. But if you're an extrovert, fear not. You'll still learn to be an even better salesperson and beat the introverts who don't watch this video. But first, here's what you're getting wrong about your personality. It's actually very rare that people are 100% extroverted or 100% introverted. According to psychotherapist Marty Olson-Laney, introverts and extroverts are the extreme ends of the energy continuum. Most people fall somewhere in the middle, and they display a mix of introverted and extroverted tendencies, even if they tend to one side more than the other. Second, the concepts of extroversion and introversion that you know are probably wrong. Extroverts aren't all social butterflies, and introverts aren't necessarily shy. In fact, the extroversion-introversion divide isn't about personality at all. I mean, look at me, a sales introvert who makes YouTube videos. The distinction is not defined by whether you like to hang out with people only a little bit, or if you really like hanging out in social situations. It's actually defined by where people get their energy from. Do you get your energy from people or from solitude? Introverts, for example, gain energy by being alone, while extroverts are invigorated by social situations. The way to think about this is an introvert wakes up in the morning with 5 coins. By the end of the day, they are completely depleted. They have spent all of those coins on their social interactions. An extrovert, on the other hand, wakes up with 0 coins. But with every social interaction, they gain a coin. And by the end of the day, they feel rich. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter which one you are. It only matters that you learn how to leverage what you have. But if you're still on the fence about this idea, then let me show you an example of an extremely successful introvert who's a great speaker. One you would never guess. We all know him, and maybe you've even seen one of his live events. Most people don't know this, but Sir Richard Branson is an introvert. But this is not a setback for him at all. Richard has commented many times on how his introverted qualities have actually contributed to his success. He emphasized the significance of listening more than speaking, being thoughtful, observant, self-aware, attentive, and thinking before speaking. These qualities are often associated with introverts, and they get a bad rep compared to more charismatic, action-orientated traits. But they've played a vital role in Branson's leadership style. So I just proved that it's possible to be an ultra successful salesperson as an introvert. But what are the specific qualities that make introverts better at sales? If you're an introvert or extrovert struggling with sales, I'm opening up just 5 slots to work with people who want to get better and sell more. There is a link in the description below. Click that and we can set up a call to see if you're a good fit. Okay, back to the video. Now, before I reveal what makes introverts better at sales, I need to tell you the myth about charisma that is ruining your sales calls. A lot of people think charisma comes from being able to talk to a large group of people, for example, doing a really big speech. But actually, charisma is not about that at all. It's about giving people your undivided attention. And as an introvert, you're a natural at that. Don't believe me? Well, here's what HubSpot's Flora Wang, the associate product manager, had to say about her experience working in sales as an introvert. Flora says when she first started working in sales, she thought being an introvert was going to hold her back because she thought all salespeople had to be extroverts. And she realized that in order to sell to everyone, she actually had to adapt her style to different audiences. Some of her prospects that she was selling to were introverts, and they appreciated her straightforward and thoughtful approach. In addition, as an introvert, she was naturally an active listener, and that benefited her in sales. Prospects, she said, often commented commented on how well she remembered certain details of their software setup or their business structure, and that meant she could provide them with a much more personal experience. Okay, so now you know what's holding you back. Let's discuss why introverts are actually better salespeople. The first reason is their brains are different. So according to Olson-Laney's book, The Introvert Advantage, research shows that a neural signal in an introvert's brain follows a much longer path than in an extrovert's brain. So this suggests that more mental connections are being made when an introvert is asking questions or being asked questions for that matter. And that gives introverts this ability to think very deeply about a given subject. And in sales, critical thinking is crucial. Being able to anticipate the potential objections and then thoroughly answer those questions is absolutely essential for a salesperson. And introverts, of course, have this natural ability to think deeply, and it's a huge advantage. Reason number two is that all introverts intuitively know the secret to sales. A common pitfall for extroverts is that they like talking too much, but a salesperson who won't let a prospect get a word in edgewise or steamrolls past objections won't be successful at all. On the other hand, introverted salespeople don't feel the need to dominate a conversation simply because they like the sound of their own voice. Instead, they will sit back, let a prospect talk through their problems before giving advice and offering a solution. According to HubSpot's David Winehouse, strong listening skills are a must-have for successful sales reps. As an introvert, one of the things that David prides himself on is being able to listen well. Selling before fully understanding a prospect's need is tempting, and pitching before you fully understand is not going to help the situation. David said he's found that introverts have a drive to listen. They have a natural need and want to understand. And so they're very successful at avoiding the trap of pitching too soon. Now, reason number three is that introverts get their customers. They really understand them on a deeper level. They're able to get to terms with their feelings. How is the prospect really feeling? And that's a natural strength of many introverts. Empathy also allows you to better understand a customer's needs and a customer's challenges, which in turn helps you provide more personalized solutions. Customers feel more valued, they feel heard, and they're more likely to trust you and, of course, the product or the service that you're selling. And reason number four is that introverts are like Batman. Research by CSO Insights revealed that 42% of sales reps felt they didn't have enough information before making a call. So just like Batman, being prepared is your advantage, especially when you have to face people that you feel might be smarter than you or more experienced than you. But if you're still learning how to use this powerful tool on sales calls, here is what I suggest. Prior to meetings or calls, take time to thoroughly research your prospects, understand their needs, and anticipate potential questions or objections. Practice your pitches and consider role-playing challenging scenarios like difficult sales calls with a colleague. This preparedness is going to boost your confidence and help you handle actual sales interactions more effectively. When it comes to preparation, nothing is too much. People like Alex Hormozy have made millions in revenue and closed thousands of sales because they use the power of preparation. In fact, Alex Hormozy takes this so seriously, he even created a framework that helped him triple his sales. Fun fact, I actually tried this framework to see if it would help me close more deals and make more money. And the results were shocking. Check out the video on screen now to see how it worked.